Rise to power. Ibrahim Traore was part of the group of army officers who supported the January 2022 coup d'état in Burkina Faso, which brought the Patriotic Movement for Safeguard and Restoration (MPSR) military junta to power. From March 2022, he served as the head of an artillery regiment in Kaya. His association with the Cobra Special Forces, a counter-terrorism unit founded in 2019, remains disputed. While the BBC, Al Jazeera, and Die Tageszeitung reported that he was affiliated with the unit at some point, Jeune Afrique claimed he was never associated with it. Discontent grew among the officers who had supported the January coup, particularly regarding the inability of the junta leader, Paul-Henri Sandaogo Damiba, to contain the jihadist insurgency. Traore later stated that he and other officers had attempted to persuade Damiba to refocus on the rebellion, but eventually moved to depose him, claiming his ambitions were diverting away from what we set out to do. Dissatisfaction was especially high among younger officers on the front lines, compounded by delays in salary payments for the Cobra troops. When the coup was launched on September 30, 2022, Traore still held the rank of captain. The operation was reportedly supported by elements of the Cobra unit. In the immediate aftermath, Traore was named the new head of the MPSR. On October 6, he was sworn in as interim president and designated head of state, supreme head of the armed forces. He initially pledged to hold democratic elections by July 2024. Presidency. Consolidation of power. As president, Traore has maintained the enigmatic and formal demeanor that characterized his rise. He tightly controls his public communications, presenting himself primarily as a wartime leader. His tenure has been marked by an increase in pro-government propaganda across traditional and social media. According to Le Monde journalist Sophie Daus, Traore's political outlook is influenced by Marxism and Pan-Africanism. In April 2023, he declared a general mobilization of the population in support of the military, as jihadist attacks intensified. Traore pledged to reclaim all rebel-held territory and rejected any negotiations until the insurgents had been substantially weakened. In May 2023, he questioned the feasibility of holding elections in 2024, asserting that national security must first be restored. On September 26, 2023, a faction within the military attempted, unsuccessfully, to overthrow him. In response, national consultations were held on 25 to 26 May 2024 to determine the future of the transition. While civil society representatives participated, most political parties boycotted the talks. The outcome was an extension of Traore's mandate by 5 years, along with the provision for him to contest future presidential elections. On December 6, 2024, Traore dissolved his government and dismissed Prime Minister Apollinaire de Tambela. Gold and mining sector developments. In November 2023, Burkina Faso's Council of Ministers approved the construction of the country's first gold refinery, a major step toward increasing national control over gold resources. The facility is expected to produce approximately 400 kilograms of gold per day and generate 100 direct and 5,000 indirect jobs. By refining gold domestically rather than exporting unprocessed ore, the government aims to boost revenues and retain greater economic value from the mining sector. In February 2024, Traore suspended the issuance of export permits for small-scale gold producers. This move targeted illicit gold smuggling, tax evasion, and regulatory violations. The suspension seeks to formalize and regulate the artisanal gold sector, ensuring that exports are properly documented and contribute to national revenue. Foreign policy shift, from France to Russia. In February 2023, Traore's government expelled French forces from Burkina Faso, stating the need to explore new international partnerships based on mutual benefit. Shortly afterward, his administration expressed interest in forming a federation with Mali and Guinea, 3 countries currently under military rule. If realized, this would create the largest state governed by a military junta. To replace French military support, Traore strengthened ties with Turkey and Russia. According to Reuters and the New York Times, he has been suspected of collaborating with the Russian Wagner Group due to his pro-Russian and anti-French stance. Upon his arrival in the capital, Ouagadougou, supporters were seen waving Russian flags. The government of Ghana alleged that Traore had enlisted Wagner mercenaries to combat jihadist rebels, although Traore denied this, stating, "Our Wagner are the VDP," referring to the Volunteers for the Defense of the Homeland. Following the 2023 Russia-Africa Summit, Traore announced plans to reopen the Russian embassy, closed since 1992, and stated that the Burkinabe people supported Russia. According to Le Monde, as of May 2023, the Traore regime appeared to prefer relying on national forces rather than Wagner personnel in the fight against jihadists. Nonetheless, Russian troops, including Wagner Group members, were deployed to Burkina Faso in January 2024.